Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Please like the live stream on your way in. And right now, we're going to we'll go over we're going to go over the final Black Femicide story of this year. Um, and I'm hoping that you all know who hang on, y'all. Let me go out and come back in because for some reason. Okay. As I was saying, right now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show y'all some videos about this case right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts and yeah. And this will not be a long live stream. Just want to remind everyone about that. But yeah, like I said, this is not going to be a long live stream. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show y'all some videos, and then and then I'm gonna go ahead and the live stream. But yeah, this right here is the first video that I'm gonna show you guys right here. And here we go.
A man named Delvecchio Patrick opened today in Dallas with some gut-wrenching testimony, and jurors listening to some haunting 911 calls.
Yeah, this case actually changes the way that Dallas handles 911 domestic violence calls. For the first time today, we heard Deanna Cook begging for her life while being attacked, and she was actually on the phone with dispatchers at the time. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has more on this gripping testimony. First here at 6. Sean.
Hey, defense attorneys declared Delvecchio Patrick did not kill his ex-wife, Deanna Cook. Prosecutors told jurors much about this case would make them angry. But now, they said, now was the time to focus on Delvecchio Patrick and what he's accused of. We simply cannot broadcast for you most of Deanna Cook's 911 call. Simply too graphic, too disturbing. The small part, though, that we will play, we warn you now, is not for the sensitive.
How would you describe their relationship? How were they together?
Rocky.
Vicky Cook, Deanna Cook's mother, told the court how her daughter and Delvecchio Patrick would not just argue, but fight, and how both had injured the other in their 4-year volatile relationship. Delvecchio Patrick sat in court with a full head of hair, braided, a different look than when he was arrested. Back then, bald. Vicky Cook testified to what she and her other daughters found when they went to Deanna's home.
When Carlita kicked the door in, the smell hit her and she just turned and ran. And I went in and the water, like it was so high, it was covering my feet.
Vicky Cook made her way through the house to the bedroom and then opened the door to Deanna's bathroom.
I saw like a shadow. I shut up behind the curtain and I started screaming because it was her. And the water was still running. The water was still running. And I just said, he killed her. He said he was going to do it, and he did it. He did it.
People in the gallery were crying as Vicky Cook gave her anguished testimony. Judge Brandon Birmingham called for a recess. Delvecchio Patrick sat, showing no reaction to what she described. Jurors stared in his direction. Some wiped their eyes. As court resumed, Deanna Cook's August 17th 911 call played in court, much of it too horrific to broadcast. What you do hear now is uncomfortable to listen to as Deanna Cook begged for her life. Asked by prosecutor Trey Stock if she could identify the male voice on the call, Vicky Cook extended her arm and glared at the defendant. Now, we also heard testimony today from a police officer first assigned the call. Detective Julia Menchaca explained she did not receive enough emergent information from dispatchers to justify kicking in the door to Deanna Cook's home, and that she saw nothing out of place when she arrived there that Friday, August 17th, 2012. Delvecchio Patrick could get life in prison if convicted. Testimony continues Tuesday.
So hard for that family. Sean Rabb, thanks for bringing us the story.
Okay.
And that was the first video. This is just that. That was the first video, and I said I was gonna show. Hey, Genius, how you doing? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show another one. Again, this would not be a quick live stream. But yeah, like I said, I got another video, and thank you, Genius. Yeah. I'm going to yeah, I get you know, I'm just reporting on the news and the femicide cases and stuff like that. But yeah, um like I said, for this year, this is the last and final time. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play another video real quick. This is a second video.
Arrested today in the murder trial of Delvecchio Patrick, charged with domestic violence that took the life of Deanna Cook and changed the way police respond to 911 calls and family violence calls.
Now, the state today dropped a surprise witness, one who only came forward this week as the trial started, a jail nurse who says that she overheard Delvecchio Patrick confess to killing Deanna Cook. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has been in court all week tweeting about the testimony. And Sean, you've been providing updates as well in the newsroom. What can you tell us?
Well, we did not hear from Delvecchio Patrick from the witness stand, first off. That's his right. Nothing to read into that. But we did hear from a fellow inmate today and that jail nurse, one who says Patrick admitted to killing Deanna Cook, another who says they never heard that.
They say I murdered somebody and I didn't do it. And then Mr. Patrick said, I did. And Mr. Stoker kind of looked at him and he said, I killed that.
Jail nurse Jamie Hardaway telling the court she overheard Delvecchio Patrick say as she was giving medicine to inmate Clint Stoker, who also testified today about April 2013.
He said that he would be at peace because he no longer had to worry about her.
Her meaning Deanna Cook, but Stoker testified Patrick said nothing to him.
And why would he admit it to me? I don't know him.
If somebody admitted to you that they committed a murder, would you remember it?
Yes, I would remember it.
The Cedar Hill police officer who arrested Deanna Cook after a March 2010 incident where Delvecchio Patrick was stabbed in the back and chest said he was worried about her and had tried to help her because
there had been times that she had called us over to her house and she had been beaten up pretty bad. And each time that we had been there, Mr. Patrick had left.
defense toxicologist Gary Wimbish testified that while the medical examiner ruled Deanna Cook's PCP use not a factor in her death, he disagreed, saying it definitely contributed. And forensic psychologist Christy Compton conducted a psychological autopsy on Cook, concluding bipolar, schizophrenic disorder, and more, plus PCP and marijuana use, caused Cook to hallucinate and at times be delusional.
There's a range of conditions that Ms. Cook exhibited, and it led to a host of behaviors and lifestyle choices and sometimes erratic behaviors that were self-destructive.
She was always threatening, She didn't like the family.
Delvecchio Patrick's stepfather said Deanna was the violent, controlling one in the relationship, and he told him to leave her. Hall, asked by prosecutors if Patrick was obsessed with Deanna Cook, he answered,
I say he loved her a lot.
Prosecutors contend Delvecchio Patrick loved Deanna Cook to death. Closing arguments are set by Judge Brendan Birmingham for tomorrow morning beginning at 11 a.m. Heather, Steve?
All right, Sean, thanks.
Again, this is sad. It really is. And then, um, this is one of the main, and something. This is a real sad story. It really is. And in my book, I say that this story right here is, it's just messed up. It really is. I'm gonna play one more and that will be it. And then I'm gonna come in and then I'm gonna say my closing thoughts about this. But yeah, this is a sad story. It really is. Hang on, let me find this one last video that I have. Okay, I found one last video and
Deanna Cook has been found dead, discovered by her family, strangled, drowned, and decomposing in a running bathtub.
What is it?
We had a vivid picture of how our mama died, so we get to relive that picture.
That picture still haunts Deanna's family, and so does another 911 call that came in just one day before she was brutally murdered.
What's your emergency?
And there were a lot more chilling calls for help.
He's been out here in his hospital all day long. He's out here off the street watching my house. I don't know what his plan is.
Deanna Cook lived in fear for years.
So my name is off 100,000 by a thousand complaints.
Deanna's mother claims that day the cops didn't consider the call an emergency.
I told her call police, and she said that she did, but they won't do anything.
Deanna Cook made her last 911 call on the day of her murder, and we have to warn you, it is terrifying.
Dallas 911, what's your emergency? Hello, do you need police car or ambulance? I need an X-ray.
Deanna is not in a position to talk to the 911 operator. She's being attacked. She's fighting for her life. And she was angry. But as the call goes on, Deanna becomes far more fearful. And Deanna is petrified.
It's clear who was there with her, who was doing it. Oh yes, it was very clear.
I apologize. I have to do something real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video again. Well, play the rest of the video.
Please, please.
You hear Delvecchio talking to her.
What's he say?
I think he was mocking her.
Delvecchio is Delvecchio Patrick, Deanna's enraged ex-husband. He has no idea every second of his brutal attack on Deanna is being recorded on her cell phone in a 911 call.
Where's the police now? As though there's nobody here to help you now. Where's the police? And of course, he flat out, I'm going to kill you.
He says that.
Over and over.
Then, horribly, Delvecchio Patrick makes good on his sickening threat and chokes the life out of Deanna Cook.
You hear her like gasping for air or choking. You hear the water in the background, and then it goes silent.
Silence for 15 more horrifying minutes until finally,
Hello, ma'am. Do you need police, fire, ambulance?
Tragically, this is not Delvecchio Patrick's first act of violence against Deanna. Cops would uncover a terrifying and long history of abuse.
How long did it take for you to figure out who did this to your sister?
Well, I immediately knew.
No question.
No question.
And Deanna's family worried about Delvecchio from the very start.
Before they even got married, they used to beat on her. But she married him because she thought she could help him.
She thought marrying him would change.
When he would stop.
But he didn't.
No,
Did it get worse?
they got worse.
Worse, including a night of explosive violence that saw a jealous and enraged Delvecchio beating Deanna senseless, and in a hint of things to come, choking her unconscious.
When she woke up, all of her clothes were gone. He had removed her clothes. And she ended up running out the house to a neighbor's house. He could have killed her that day.
He tried. That was the third time.
It's the latest in a long list of assaults that send Delvecchio to county jail time and time again.
He would go to jail for days and get out. And then the cycle would begin again.
Right.
Right.
Finally, Deanna has had enough. She divorces Delvecchio and files papers to keep him away.
She had her active restraining order on him.
But Delvecchio's threats never stopped.
You heard Delvecchio threaten to kill your daughter.
I did. But I told her to leave him alone. I said, he's serious. He's going to do it.
Why critical information wasn't relayed to officers and why this call didn't receive the priority it deserved, I don't know exactly why. You know, we failed Deanna, all of us. We all did.
All right, that was the end of the videos that I was going to show y'all. But yeah, again, this is a tragic story, and Genius, you are 100% right about the stuff that you said in the chat, and again, you know, this is a cycle that keeps happening because again, you know, you will have men who want to control women go ahead and do things like this, and I'm gonna flat out say this. In my book, and I'm gonna say this. This is legitimately sad. It really is, and that's yes, and yeah, I do agree with you on that one, but yeah, this one is just upsetting, and again, you know, well, the man in the video said they failed Deanna. Yeah, they did, and all in all, this is sad. And not only that, but Miss Cook's ex-husband has a history of abuse and stuff like that. And I'm going to say this to all the women out there: when you start seeing when you start seeing that the man that you're with is violent, leave that relationship. Because if that man that's violent to you now, he's only going to get worse the moment that you marry. Is the moment that you are married to that man. And with that, yes, genius, leave immediately. Leave that certain person that's abusing you. Leave that person immediately. Because you never know when your life will be taken. And with that, I'm gonna end this live stream right here. I want to thank everyone who joined. Make sure to like, share, comment, and also subscribe to the channel and make sure you're notified whenever I go live again. And until next time, peace.